What and all we saw yesterday? From where did we start? Pricing chapter. Which chapter number? 7. Tell. You have to know chapter numbers. CVP analysis, which chapter number? 5. Planning with limiting factor? That is 6. After CVP analysis, planning with limiting factor. Risk and uncertainty? Huh? In the decision making part, what chapter is pending? 9. We completed what is pending? 9 is saying. Not decision tree. Decision making. One entire group we marked. No. We have 4 groups. In that, decision making techniques is one group. How many chapters is pending in decision making techniques? What and all? Huh? So we try to complete that bunch. We complete that bunch. One bunch is over. Next we will go on to chapter number 4. Next we will go to a very big chapter, very important chapter. That one single chapter is one bunch. Like how we have one bunch for all these chapters, for that one chapter alone we have one bunch. Next we will do that chapter. Understood? And now we will proceed with this chapter, pricing. In pricing, tell me what is the process in which we find the price in case of demand-based approach. What we done yesterday is demand-based approach. In demand-based approach, we are finding the selling price of the product based on quantity demanded. What is the process we follow? First, what do we find out? First, we find the linear relationship between price and quantity. P is equal to A plus BQ. We find the relationship between price and quantity. A and B we have to find out. Substitute A and B. P is equal to A plus BQ we have to find out. Next, what do we do? A is found out, B is found out, P is equal to A plus BQ we found out. Next, what do we do? We have to find the optimum price where we get the maximum profit. Optimum price is where we get the maximum profit. Where do we get the maximum profit? When MR is equal to MC. What is MR? MR, P is equal to A minus BQ. MR is equal to A minus 2BQ. Or full form. MR is equal to A minus 2BQ. That we will equate to MC. MC is otherwise called as variable cost. So A minus 2BQ will be substituted, will be equated to variable cost. Variable cost will be given in the question. A we found out, B we found out, A we have, B we have, variable cost we have. With this, what we will find out? We will find out the Q. That Q you substitute in the price equation, we will find out the price. This is the process we follow. This is the process. We will generally proceed with this process unless otherwise anything different is asked in the question. Now come to tested understanding question number 1. Come to tested understanding question number 1. In part A, in tested understanding question number 1, in part A, what have they asked in the question? Predict the quantity demanded for the month if the selling price is 300. So this is a different question altogether. They are saying if I give you the selling price of 300, find out the quantity demanded. Listen to me. What we can do in this question? Think and tell me. A we have to find out. How we find out? P we have. A we have to find out. And B also we have to find out. P, A, B. Only if these 3 you find out, we can find the Q. So first we will proceed with R step. What is the R first step? Linear relationship we have to find out between P and Q. That equation we have to find out. P is equal to A minus BQ. For that we need A, we need B. B we can be first easily find out. What is the formula for B? Change in price divided by change in quantity. First the price comes, then first the P comes, then Q comes. That is change in price divided by change in quantity. In the question, what is the change in price given to us? From 200 is becoming 220. Change in price is 20. Divided by change in quantity is 50. What are you getting? 0.4 is B. With this, we can substitute in any of the equations and we will find out what? B. We will take any first or second equation. We will take the first equation. P is equal to A minus BQ. P is 200 is equal to A is what we have to find out. Minus B is 0.4 into Q is, I'll give you time to write. Q is 1000. So with that, if you do A, you will get 200 plus 400, you will get A is equal to 600. A is equal to 600. So A 600 is found out. B 0.4 is found out. Price is given to us as 300. With this find Q. P is equal to A minus BQ. P is what? 300. In the question given in the question is equal to A is what? 600 minus B is what? 0.4 into Q. Q is what we have to find out. So bring this inside, bring that outside. 0.4 Q is equal to 300. Q is equal to 300 divided by 0.4. What are you getting? 300 divided by 0.4. What do you get? Huh? Q is equal to 750. So at a price of, so what does it mean? What does this mean by this? Huh? If you keep the price of 300, there's no way related to maximum profit. Maximum profit you will get only when MR is equal to MC. They just gave a random selling price. If I keep my selling, what they're asking, huh? Exactly. If we keep a selling price of 300, how much units we'll be able to sell? We'll be able to sell 750 units. The quantity demanded will be 750 units. Here they are telling you to find the optimum price and optimum quantity and all. Optimum price or maximum profit you will get only when MR is equal to MC. Other than that, they have just asked if the selling price is 300, predict the quantity demanded for the month. That is what they are asking. Understood? It's a separate question altogether. Don't confuse this with normal questions. Normal this thing. Understood, all of you? What is B? B is 0.4. A is equal to 600. Now come to our question. B. What they are asking in B? Equation B. Point B. Variable cost they gave. They are asking for optimum price and optimum output. Optimum price is when you get maximum profit. When do you get maximum profit? When MR is equal to MC. MR is what? A minus 2BQ is equal to MC is what? Variable cost. What is the variable cost given in the question? 100. Do we have A? Yes, 600. Minus, do we have 2? Yes. Do we have B? Do we have Q? Yes, sir. That's what you have to find out. That's what you have to find out. Is equal to 100. The Q we found previously separate question. Don't compare that with this. That is a random selling price, random quantity. Above also a question also we have a selling price, we have quantity. 200,000, 225, 9. That we don't want. The random selling price, random quantity. We want optimum selling price and optimum quantity. Q is what we have to find out. Okay. So if you take that side 600 minus 0.8 Q is equal to MC 100. 0.8 Q is equal to 500. Q is equal to 500 divided by 0.8. What you will get? You will get 625. 625 is the optimum quantity you have to sell. But what price you should keep? Substitute the price equation. P is equal to what is A? Demand. Yes. Demand is number of units we sell. How much demand? That was only you will sell now. Quantity demand you can see from both sides. How much the customers are demanding, how much we are selling. We can sell how much the customers are demanding now. If customers are demanding 500, we can't sell 600. Demand is only 500. How will you sell 600? Quantity demand is how much we sell and how much the customers are expecting. Both are same only. So P is equal to A is given to us as 600 we found out minus B is what? 0.4 into Q is what? 625. 0.4 into 625 minus 600 you will get P as 350. So what does this mean now? 350, 625. This is where you get the maximum profit. This is where we will get the maximum profit. Now what they are asking in C part? Maximum contribution. Selling price how much? 350. We just found out. Variable cost is 100. What is contribution per unit? Per unit is 250. Into number of units, 625. 250 into 625, how much are you getting? 1,56,250. Understood, all of you?
Yes, sir.
This will be your maximum contribution. I will give you 5 minutes time. Please do the question first. Why did I take the first equation? Why am I always taking the first equation to find B is or find A is whole number 200,000. It's easier to calculate. You can take anything for that matter. First equation, second equation to calculate B, but I'm taking the first because it's easier to calculate. 200 and 1000 here. Done. How do you find? You take any of the first. Did you find B? Huh? No, first don't take that. First use a normal formula. Always before going to the question, first find the equation. To find the equation, we need to find B. We need to find A. We found B, no. Substitute the B in any of the first two equations given to us in the question. At selling price of 200,000 units, take that price and quantity, or take 220 and 950, anything. Take that and find B. First do that for all the questions and then proceed to the question. Completed. Can you proceed? Fast. Can you proceed? Okay. So from this question, what you understood? Whatever the question might be, what are the first two things you should find out initially? A and B. What you have to find out is A and B. B, don't get confused with respect to signs. And now the equation is A minus BQ. If you take minus there, minus of minus plus, you will get confused. Don't get confused with anything. While doing a question, take it as A and B. Very, very important. Very, very important. Listen, in MCQ, if they ask you to find the A and B, remember, only in MCQ, if they ask you to find A and B, B will always be negative in MCQ. Why I am not telling you negative here is if you think it's negative here, you will miss out the signs and you do it wrongly. Don't do a mistake here. Don't get confused anything here. You find it normally. Formulas A minus BQ, take whatever B is, ignore the signs and do the question. In MCQ, if they ask A and B, in that case, B will always be negative. Understood? One will increase, one will decrease. When price increases, quantity will decrease. Or when price decreases, quantity increases. One thing will always be negative. So B will always be negative. In MCQ, if they ask, do that. In normal question wise, don't take it as negative, you'll get confused. Okay, come to the second question. Quaternary is given to us. Total fixed cost, they gave 1 lakh. Variable cost, they gave $64. And whatever. Selling price, they gave it as 160. And they are saying at this price, we can sell 2000 units. Is this the optimum selling price in units or random selling price in units? That you have to remember. Optimum selling price in units, they will not give you the question. That's what you have to find out. Some random selling price in units they are given to us. Okay. So normally we need 2 selling price and 2 units in order to find B. No. In this case, what we can do? Normally in a question, we need selling price quantity to find B or find B. In this case, what we will do? We can't predict, but if you see the third paragraph, it is estimated that for each successive increase in price of $5, demand will be reduced by 50 units. They directly gave us change in price and change in quantity. If price changes by $5, demand will change by 50 units. Already ulta they have told. If we reduce price by $5, demand will increase by 50 units. Both are same. Both are same. They're saying if increase in price by $5 now, demand will reduce by 50 units. If price reduces by $5, demand will increase by 50 units. Same only you will get. So B is, what is B? B is equal to? Change price divided by change what do you get? 0.1. Change in price. Price is changing by 5 divided by change in quantity is 50. 5 divided by 50, you will get 0.1 as your B. With this, how will you find A? We have B. Now, how will you find A? We have one equation. For A, one equation more than enough. We have one equation. No. Selling price of 160, we will sell 2000 units. So, P is equal to A minus BQ. 160 is equal to A minus B is 0.1 into Q is 2000 units. So, 160 is equal to A minus 200. This goes this side, this comes this side now. A is equal to 360. Understood all of you? So B is 0.1, and A is 360. Now, what the first part they are asking? Directly they are asking the optimum price and optimum quantity. If the prices are set within the range of $5 range, there will be proportion change in demand. Same thing they've given. Same thing they've given. That if prices are increased in the range, increase or decrease in the range of $5, there will be a proportional change in demand. Now tell me, optimum price and optimum quantity, how will you find out? First, you will get optimum price and optimum quantity only when you maximize your profit. To maximize the profit, what you need? The profit will be maximized when MR is equal to MC. MR is what? Instead of MR, you write A minus 2BQ is equal to MC. What is MC given to us in the question? Is MC given to us in the question? What? Variable cost given. Now, what is the variable cost? Variable cost is 64. MC is 64. What is A? We just found out 360 minus 2 into B is what? 0.1 into Q is equal to 64. You substitute 0.1 into 2, what you will get? What? Is equal to 64. 360 minus 2 into 0.1 into Q is equal to 64. 2 into 0.1 is? 2 into 0.1 is? Without calculating. 2 into 0.1 is what? 0.2. So 360 minus 0.2 Q is equal to 64. 0.2 Q is equal to 360 minus 64, that is 296. So Q is equal to 296 divided by what you get? 1480 units. With that, we can find the P. P is equal to A. We have A is how much? 360 minus B into Q is 1480. What you are getting? P 212. So what does this equation mean? Explain the equation. When we keep the price at 212, we can sell 1480 units. We can maximize the profit. Understood, all of you? This is what you have to write. And what they are asking the last part. So maximum profit, what you have to find out? Minus fixed cost. First you have to find out the maximum contribution. How will you find the maximum contribution? What is selling price? What is selling price? Be very careful. What students will do, they'll go and write this as the selling price. 160 given the question, they'll take that as the selling price. Selling price is not 160. What we found out the selling price? Selling price is 212 minus variable cost is 64. You will get 148 into what is the number of units? 1048 is what we found out into 1480. You will get 2,19,040 is your total contribution or maximum contribution minus what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost minus 1 lakh. You do that, you will get 119,040 is your maximum profit. Understood, all of you? Yes or no? Same step only. Steps there will be no change. There will be various selling prices and various quantities given in the question. With that, don't get confused. That selling price, that quantity, you will use only to find A and B. After that, forget it. The selling price quantity given in the question is only to find A and B. Once you find A and B, don't even look at it again. And don't get confused. Understood? The only thing we need after that is variable cost and fixed cost in order to find maximum contribution and maximum profit. Understood, all of you? Please take 2 minutes time and do test and understanding question number 2. Completed. Done. We'll proceed. Okay. Now, tabular approach we saw yesterday. So using formula also we can find out. So they give a table like this in the question below. If you come to the table, no. With that we also know how to find out. If a table is given to us, which profit is the. So first, what we will do? First, our cost is to find MR. Our object is to find MR, MC. To find MR, what you need? Total revenue. How will you find total revenue? Price into number of units. Price into number of units, find the total revenue. How do you find the total cost? Price into, they will give, if they didn't give also, cost into number of units, whatever. They will mostly give the cost. Okay. The total cost and total revenue, we can find marginal revenue and marginal cost. How will you find? For first year, for first line, what will be the marginal revenue? Same. For first line, whatever the total revenue will be the marginal revenue. Whatever the total cost will be the marginal cost. Next upcoming lines, this minus this, this minus this, this minus this, and keep on going. Marginal revenue and marginal cost. When will the profit be maximum? Revenue is equal to marginal cost. If marginal revenue is not equal to marginal cost, so then what will you do? The last MR which is higher than MC. 14, MR is 14, MC is 12. Wait. MR is 15, MC is 14. MR is 16, MC is 17. Which one will we choose? Second one. The last one, which is the last MR, which is higher than MC, we will take. We have three cases: 14, 12, 15, 14, 16, 17. Don't see the difference at all. Here the two different, don't see any difference. Whichever is the closest to MR is equal to MC. 15, 14 is closest. One more will be 15, 15. That is the closest. That only we will take. Either that or the one which is before the negative part. Next, if you see, MR is 16, MC is 17, negative. Before that, what is that? That we will take. If equal to is there, well, we can take equal to. If MR is not equal to MC, whichever is above the negative part, that we will take. Don't look at difference. Again, I'm telling people, look at the difference and they will take that, not that. It is above. Understood, all of you? MR should always be higher than MC. And three cases. If next case, if you see, MR became less than MC. So before that, what is that? With that part we will take. Understood. Before the first negative. Before the first negative, what is that we will take? Understood? If you come in our question, if you see MR 14, MC 12. After that, MR became less than MC. So MR is 8, MC is 13. MR is 8, MC is 13. Before that, we have 14 and 12. So that 14 and 12 only we will take. Understood? Before the negative. The one which is before negative, one which is before this part. One which is before this part. Understood? Now, why I am telling that, what the students will do, the previous, before 14 and 12, what do we have? 15 and 20. What students will think? 20, 15. The difference is 5. So we'll take that, we'll take. No. How much ever the difference might be, that we don't matter. Before this, what is that? That only we will take. Understood, all of you? Okay. Now we will go to total cost function. Before that, you tell me, how will you find the total cost of the product? Total cost, how will you find? Fixed cost plus variable cost. Variable cost per unit or total variable cost? To find the total cost, you have total variable cost only. How will you find the total cost? Fixed cost plus variable cost. To find the fixed variable cost, you will take variable cost per unit or total variable cost. Total variable cost. How will you find the total variable cost? Variable cost per unit into number of units. So what is the total cost formula? Fixed cost plus variable cost per unit into number of units. That is what they have given in formula terms. Y is nothing but the total cost. A is nothing but the fixed cost. B is nothing but the variable cost per unit. X is nothing but the number of units. I think they have different names for everything. I will tell you what it means. Y is total cost, no change. A is called as the intercept. A is called as the intercept. Every name given here has a meaning. Every name is given here as a meaning. You tell me, think properly and tell them, look at me. We did break even chart now.
Yes, sir.
In that total cost line, how will it look? It will start at fixed cost and go above. It will start at fixed cost and go above. Fixed cost here is intercepting at y-axis. No, the fixed cost will start here. If this my entire finger is y-axis, means it's fixed cost. Total cost will start from here and go here. Fixed cost is intercepting at y-axis. No, that is why it's called an intercept. So A is otherwise called as A has two words. A is called as fixed cost or intercept. A is called as fixed cost or intercept. B is what? Variable cost. It is also called as the gradient or slope. B is also called as variable cost, gradient or slope. Why is it called as slope? Why is it called as slope? Huh? This is slanting. Slanting. Okay, so it's called slope. Correctly. The variable cost determines the slope of total cost. Total cost starts from here and goes above. If variable cost is more, total cost will go more steeper. Variable cost is less, total cost will go less steeper. The steep it has to go through, variable cost only will determine. That is why it's called as slope. What steepness the total cost line has to be, variable cost only will determine. That is why it's called as slope or gradient. In exam, they will not give variable cost. They will ask what is gradient, they will ask. In that, don't get stuck and right. Remember the name. B is otherwise called as variable cost, gradient, slope. A is called as fixed cost or intercept. Understood? Understood? Okay. Fixed cost, listen to me, you can write later. Fixed cost, we know what it is. Variable cost per unit, we know what it is. Now we are only determining fixed cost and variable cost, both based on what we incur only, we know what the cost is. What is the total cost relying upon? No. Total cost will be determined based on what? Fixed cost we know before and only. Variable cost per unit also we know before and only. What is total number of units? The total cost increases or decreases based on the number of units. The total cost is dependent on what? Huh? Number of units. Based on how much number of units we sell, the total cost will increase or decrease. So the total cost Y no. Y is called as the dependent variable and X is called as the independent variable. Y is dependent on X. Total cost is called dependent variable and X is the independent variable. An example, they will ask you to find independent variable.
So the number of units is considered as
Independent variable. It's independent, it's not dependent on anything. Randomly how much customers buy, we don't know, it's independent. Whereas the total cost is dependent on number of units.
so as an equation, the X is considered as dependent.
X is independent variable.
Okay, but as an
Y.
equation, Y is
Y is the dependent variable because Y is dependent on X. How much Y should be is dependent on X only. Y is dependent on X, understood? Okay, now tell what is the total cost function equation? Y is equal to A plus BX. Tell in full form terms. Total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost per unit into number of units. Y is A is otherwise called as fixed cost or intercept. It intercepts the Y axis. A is otherwise called A was what you found out. B variable cost, gradient or slope. X is called as or number of units. Number of units are independent variable. Y is called as total cost. Total cost are dependent variable. Why you have to be very careful is previous case P is equal to A minus BX. No, that A that P and L is different. That it is A minus BX. Here Y is equal to A plus BX. While writing in hurry, we know the formula, we know the logic, but we'll get confused and we'll do minus and write. P is equal to A minus BX. Y is equal to A plus BX. Y is the total cost. Understood all of you? This is what is the total cost function. Now come down. Look at the total. Look at the graph given below. You can easily identify. Y is equal to 5,000 plus 10x. What do you mean by 5,000? What is 10? Variable cost per unit. X. Number of units. Y. Total cost. All of that. Look, the graph they've given. We know the graph already. We've already seen this in break-even chart. Total cost line always starts from here and goes above. The slope of the line is determined based on what? Variable cost. Variable cost more, the line will be higher. Variable cost less, line will be lower. So the slope of variable cost is determined by variable cost. That is why variable cost otherwise called as gradient or slope. I hope all of you understood. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now come below. Don't see the answer. Don't see the solution. For the additional example, don't see the solution. Y is equal to 1488 plus 20x. They have given a. What are they asking? Answer the following questions. The line that would cross the Y axis at the point. Fixed cost would cross the line. It's an intercept. Only if you know the logic, you'll be able to answer this. The line that will cross the Y axis means fixed cost will cross the line. What is the fixed cost? 1488. Super. Gradient of the line. Variable cost per unit. 20. Tell clearly variable cost per unit. That is 20. Otherwise called as slope. Next, what is independent variable? X. What is dependent variable? Y. All of that. It's given below. So now the last MCQ, you have to be very, very careful. Yes or no? What is the cost equation? That's what we found out is the cost equation. What is the cost equation? Y is equal to A plus BX. In exam, they'll ask you to find the cost equation. In that, what and all you will write? A you will write, B you will write. Like how we had linear equation, price equation there, where we substitute A and B. Here also we will find A and B and we'll substitute and we'll write Y is equal to A plus BX. In some cases, what they will give is, they will give if you sell more than 1,000 units, your variable cost will be 10% lower. Like this, they will give. In that case, you have to find two equations. Understood all of you? So, some cases they will give, if we sell more than 1,000 units, we will get 5% discount. We have to find two equations. What are the two equations, sir? Nothing. Y is equal to A plus BX up to 1,000 units. y is equal to a plus bx more than 1000 units. Come below, don't see the answer, see the question and try to derive the two equations. Come below, additional example, don't see the answer, without seeing the answer, try to figure out the two equations. Found out. I don't know what you're calculating in the nothing to calculate. What is the equation? 2,50,000 plus 6x if it is up to 5,000 units. Up to 5,000 means less than or equal to 5,000. You have to be very careful. In that you lose 2 marks. They'll ask an MCQ, in the less than equal to you lose 2 marks because it's clearly given up to 5,000 units means it includes 5,000 units also. More than 5,000 only you will get discount. So less than or equal to 5,000 units, 2,50,000 plus 6x. More than 5,000 units, 2,50,000 plus 10% discount. 5.4 into x. Understood? These are the two cost-based equations. Now come to test and understanding question number 3. Just tell in my just you don't write anything. Just tell me orally. What are the two equations? Y is equal to 1 lakh plus 5x 5 into x for less than or equal to 1000 units. Don't always write less than or equal to 1000 units. See what they are given. Here also they are given up to 1000 units. If they give less than 1000 units, now what you have to do? Less than 1000 units. And there you will write greater than or equal to 1000 units. Okay, in this question you tell what second equation? Y is equal to 1 lakh plus 4.75 x for greater than 1000 units. Understood all of you? That is what you have to know in this cost equation. Now come to this is another very logical question. Come to test and understanding question number 4. You tell me, should the opportunity be accepted or not? Nothing with mind only you can calculate. You calculate and tell me, should this opportunity be accepted or not? No. One person told no. Others? Should this opportunity be accepted or not? Calculate in the mind. Fast. Still, what do you think? No. Both of you fast. What do you think? No idea. You? Yes or no? No. Why no?
Potential is 40,000, fixed cost is 50,000.
Correct. An opportunity to sell, increase the sales by 10,000 units. We'll assume it to be some advertisement. An advertisement is fixed cost. Someone is selling, if you advertise for 50,000 rupees, you can increase the number of units by 10,000 units. In that, you will get a selling price of 10 and variable cost of 6. So, we will get extra. How many number of units we can sell? 10,000 units we can sell. In that, how much contribution we will get? 10 minus 6, 4 rupees contribution. How much contribution we will get? 40,000 rupees contribution. For that, fixed cost will increase by 50,000 rupees. So it is last was 40,000 minus 50,000, 10,000 last was because of this project. Suppose in the same case, they have told our normal fixed cost is 50,000. In that case, will you accept or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Whether or not we do this, our fixed cost will have 50,000 rupees. So we'll get extra contribution of 40 that we'll accept. Here they specifically told because of this project fixed cost will increase by 50,000 rupees. That is why we are comparing. The question earlier fixed cost is 50,000. Now we'll not take that into consideration only. Understood all of you. So the project should not be accepted because we are getting a negative, we are getting a loss.
So suppose it's like equal contribution and
If it's equal and they will ask for 3 marks. First you should say it is indifferent whether they want to accept the project or not, and based on a financial perspective it is indifferent. But from a non-financial perspective, if we see, if we scatter more customers, the customers become a regular customers, and from that we will get increased sales in the future. Like that, you think and write an exam. Understood? Like that, you think whatever you can write from a positive perspective also, negative perspective also. You can write negatively also. If it is indifferent, why unnecessarily waste energy, waste labor, waste time? And then you are not getting any extra profit. Why waste time? That also you can write. Any perspective you can write, but you have to write some perspective. Understood? Now, additional example. Come here. Sales is given to us. 2 variable costs are given to us. Contribution is given to us. Fixed cost, net profit. Currently, this is what the company is doing. Company produces and sells one product and it's forecasting a profit of 150,000 rupees. Okay. In an attempt to increase the profit, 2 proposals have been given to us. What does this mean? What does this mean? 2 different scenarios, 2 different projects. We are doing some project. Now we have 2 different projects given to us. Whether you accept each of the specific project, we have to see. There are 2 different projects. You have to be very careful. There are 2 different projects. They are exclusive of each other. No, they are not same. Okay. We'll see the first project. To launch an advertisement campaign which will cost $14,000. Okay. So increase the sales to 150,000 units. Although the price will have to be reduced to $7. They are saying we can go advertise in the market or in the TV or wherever for $14,000. What is that $14,000? Our fixed cost. Some fixed cost if we incur of $14,000. They are saying we can increase the sales units to 150,000 units, but the selling price has to be reduced to 7. Now you tell me, how can we find this? From starting we will do. Earlier, what was the profit? Net profit. Earlier, 150. Earlier the net profit was 150. Now we will find out what is the new profit. Okay. How many units are we selling now because of the advertisement? Now here there are 2 different cases in which we have to do a question. If they tell because of this the number of units will increase by 50,000 units now, for that specific column we will take and we will compare. But it's saying the total has increased. So total sales we will take, total variable cost we will take, total contribution, total fixed cost, total profit we have to find out, and we have to find out whether the profit has increased or decreased. The current case if you see, total sales is how much? 150,000 units into what is selling price of the units? 7. Why we are doing entirely? Because existing selling price has also changed. Okay, so existing selling price is 7. So 150,000 into 7 is how much? 10 lakh? 1050. What was the variable cost per unit earlier? 5 per unit. How? Total variable cost is 300 plus 200, 500. 500,000, 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs. Number of units was 1 lakh. 5 lakh by 1 lakh is 5 per unit. 5 per unit. Now, variable cost per unit is 5. Into number of units is 1,50,000. How much you are getting? 750. 7,50,000. If you do that, you will get a contribution of 1050 minus 750 is 300. Minus what is the fixed cost? Already we have 1,50,000 plus now we have 14,000 divided by 1000. If you do, you will get 164. Fixed cost is 164. How much profit you are getting? Huh?
136.
136 is the new profit you're getting. Earlier, what was the profit we were getting? Now, what we're getting? Should we accept this project? No, not required, sir. Because the new project, the profit is getting reduced, so we will not accept this project. Understood, all of you? Now, this is no. This is no. Come to the second case. To produce some components at present purchase from suppliers. Okay. Currently, you're purchasing some material from supplier that we are planning to produce. They're saying this will reduce the material cost by 20%, but will increase the fixed cost by 72,000. Earlier, what was the material cost? 300. If it reduces by 20%, means how much is it reducing by? It is reducing by 60. It is reducing by 60. For that, how much is the fixed cost increase by? Increase by? Fixed cost is increasing by 72. We are saving 60. Will we do this or not? No. Look, some new proposal is that, okay, if we buy a machinery for 72,000, we can save material cost by 20%. Earlier material cost was how much? 300. Into 20%, how much you are saving? 60,000. 60,000 we are saving. For saving 60,000, how much we are incurring? 72,000. For saving 60,000, we are incurring more. So we will not accept second proposal also. Always try to write from both perspectives, from a financial perspective and from a non-financial perspective. From a non-financial perspective, you tell me whether we will accept the second proposal or not. From non-financial perspective, other than profits, if you see whether we will accept the second proposal or not. Why?
Because we are also doing the work.
We are doing the work, unnecessary work we are doing,
And
cost of increasing. That we can try it. See from the other perspective, sir, today we are getting a machinery of 72,000 to produce some components. You will produce only for this year, you will produce for life. Today you are getting a machinery to produce some components. This year you are saving 60,000 rupees. Like this, every year you will save no. Every year you will save no. So that was you can write. With that, we can, to produce some components, incurring fixed cost of 70,000. You are incurring a fixed cost of 70,000 means, what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost means some machinery you are getting. To produce some components means what you need. To produce some components and incurring some fixed cost means what does it mean? You bought some machinery to produce some components.
So, but what about the maybe electricity or something like that?
Why electricity be a fixed cost? Why will electricity be a fixed cost? They gave variable cost increasing now. Every year it will increasing, we can tell. When they told it's a fixed cost increasing by 72,000, it means something we've increased as a fixed cost. It might be salary also. We can assume it's salary and you can write also. Any perspective. This is my perspective. You can write your perspective. So my perspective not the correct answer or wrong answer. This is my perspective, my answer. You can write your perspective, your answer. Understood. No is also the correct answer. Understood. This is what we are.
Like first you said that you should take the whole unit.
Hmm.
Can you explain that concept?
Nothing here because of that 1 lakh, because of the advertising, whatever you're selling right currently, that cost is also reducing to 7 rupees. Earlier we are selling for 8 rupees, now we are selling for 7 rupees. In both cases, you can take the entire thing and do. You can do it in any way. See, if in second case also, we can again take sales minus material cost minus labor cost, we will get contribution minus fixed cost will be 1,50,000 plus 72,000. In second case also you can do that. Second case if you see, sales is 8 lakhs minus material is 2,40,000 minus labor is 2 lakhs, you get contribution minus fixed cost is 1,50,000 plus 72,000, you will get a profit of whatever it is. Then compare the profit and see if the profit is increasing, accept the profit is decreasing, don't accept. Both cases you can do, but be logical and do. In the first case, you can take individually. Tell why.
Selling prices.
First, the selling price, entire selling price has changed. Selling price of the existing units have changed.
Okay, like for the total one.
Total 150 has changed. Next, the variable cost for the entire thing has changed.
Yes, sir.
Variable cost of the entire, because earlier for 1 lakh units we found out the variable cost. Now we have to find the variable cost for 1,50,000 units. Variable cost for the entire thing has changed.
Yes, yes, sir.
If you try to do it separately for this alone, you can do, but you'll make a lot of mistakes because for entire it has changed. So it's better to do as a full question also.
Yes.
Understood? A logical only. At that time, what you feel is relevant, you do that. You follow that method and do. Understood? This is what we have in. This is some small questions they will ask. They will not ask as a full question. As a part of the question for 3 months, they will ask. Understood, all of you?
Yes, sir.
With this, we are done with demand-based pricing approach. What is second pricing approach? 3 pricing approaches we had. First is demand-based pricing approach. Second is cost plus pricing approach. Next, we will see cost plus pricing approach. Under that, we have 3 methods. Under cost plus pricing approach, we have 3 methods. Now, 3 methods, three types of cost we can take. First, we can take actual cost or standard cost. I will tell you what it means. Second, we can take marginal cost or full cost. Third, we can take relevant cost. I will tell you what it means. We'll go in detail and see. Actual cost or standard cost. This one set. It is based on the chapter called as standard costing or advanced variances. Marginal cost or full cost is based on the chapter we did CVP analysis. Relevant cost is based on the chapter called relevant cost. As you know CVP analysis, now you know what marginal cost and relevant cost means in marginal cost and total cost means. When we do standard costing, you will know what actual cost and standard cost means. When we do relevant costing, you will know what relevant cost means, but still I will explain now only. Actual cost is nothing but the actual cost you incur to produce a product. In advanced variance chapter, what we do is we compare the actual cost with the standard cost. What do you mean by standard cost? Standard cost is not the budgeted cost. Don't get confused. Standard cost is not the budgeted cost. Budgeted cost is initially I have budgeted that my cost should be 10 rupees. That is budgeted cost. Standard cost is on standard in the market. This is how much you should have incurred. So there are 3 costs. Budgeted cost is initially I would have budgeted to complete with the 9 rupees. Standard cost is on standard, if you use all these items, you will incur a standard cost of some amount. Third is actual cost. Actual cost is what you actually incurred. Here we will either take actual cost or standard cost. That is actually how much we incurred plus profit margin, and we will find out the selling price. Or initially standard cost we will put no. We have said there will be some standard cost. No, standard cost plus profit margin, and then we will find the selling price. How will you generally find the selling price? Cost plus profit. For the profit will remain the same. For the cost concept alone, it's classified into 3: standard cost, actual cost, total cost, marginal cost, relevant cost. Standard cost or actual cost is there? No. What is the advantage of using actual cost? What is the advantage of using standard cost? This channel you can use anything. It is depending on business to business. In my business, I can use actual cost plus markup. Someone else uses standard cost plus markup. Someone will use marginal cost plus markup. Someone will use total cost plus markup. Someone will use relevant cost plus markup. It depends on business to business. It doesn't matter. But we have to know all methods. Why will someone use actual cost plus markup?
Then the actual cost is greater than standard cost, then it is actual cost.
Good. When the actual cost is more than standard cost, it will be more good or relevant to use actual cost. Yes. What next?
The other scenario is less also negative.
If it's less also, use what?
Actual.
If it's less also. Standard we have to incur 10 rupees. We incur only 9 rupees. As our cost is reduced, we'll share that cost benefit to customers also. We'll reduce the selling price and they can use. Okay, good. What else we can use? Theoretically, you tell me why we'll use actual cost or standard cost.
That is the scenario for our company. So it shows the
Exactly. If you take the actual cost plus profit, it shows the true value of your company. Actual cost plus profit, if you take, it shows the true selling price. If you take the standard cost, it may not be the true profit or whatever, because standard might be different, actual might be different. But why will we use standard cost?
standard for all the companies is a good.
Correct. Because selling price we have to determine now. When will you generally determine selling price? After producing product or before producing product? Generally, selling price of a product will be determined after producing a product or before producing a product.
So we have target costing scenario.
We'll come to everything. First, I'm asking standard cost. Generally, I'm asking a selling price will generally be determined before or after sale. Before. I'll manufacture Fridays and then okay, Fridays incur 200 rupees. I give a markup of 20 rupees, you'll find out the selling price. Menu will already put in the board. No?
Yes, sir.
So, in case you're determining the price previously, it is both we can do. It's not the only way. I'm saying if you're determining the price previously, we can use only the standard cost. If you're determining the price previously, we can use only standard cost. We can find actual cost and find profit. Understood? That is one thing. Second is if you use standard cost, you will have some motivation to reduce cost. If I go and tell my employee saying that whatever actual cost you incurred, you tell me, to that I'll add my markup and then we'll set selling price. The employee doesn't have any motivation to reduce cost. Whereas if I go and tell him, look, standard cost you incurred is 10 rupees. To that I've added a markup of 2 rupees. I'm going to set my selling price at 12 rupees. So make sure you complete the cost at 2 rupees. I can go tell him. It will motivate the employees to complete the cost in 10 rupees. Or else if I go and tell him whatever actual cost you tell me, to that I'll add markup and he'll not take any initiative efforts to reduce the cost on you. They will ask this in MCQ section 3 they will ask. 2 marks they will ask. Why has he used actual cost plus markup as a basis of finding the selling price? They will ask. You have tried your own. What I said is one of the few reasons. There are a lot of reasons. Understood. You should take efforts to go home, go to ChatGPT and put and find out the reasons and gain knowledge. Understood. Don't have to mug up, gain knowledge. What another theory you have to mug up, I'll tell you. Just try to gain knowledge. Understood. Second is marginal cost or full cost. What is marginal cost? What is it otherwise called as? Variable cost per unit we know. Plus profit or markup, we can variable cost per unit 8 rupees. Plus markup 3 rupees, we can sell at selling price of 11 rupees. How will you find the total cost per unit? Total cost per unit. Variable cost per unit 8 rupees we found out. Total rent only we know. How will you find out the total variable cost? Sorry, fixed cost per unit. Exactly. That we will see in a chapter called as Specialist Cost Management Techniques. That is in your 4th chapter. In that we will see chapter called as Activity Based Costing or Absorption Costing. There we will see that in detail. But for now, just remember what we will do. We will take the total fixed cost. We will divide it by the number of units. And we will find out the fixed cost per unit. That is not what you incur. That is what we allocate to this product. It depends on company to company. I may use variable cost plus markup to find out the selling price. Some company might use fixed cost plus markup to set the selling price. It depends on company to company. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Third is relevant cost. What do you mean by relevant cost?
Relevant for the decision.
Exactly. Relevant for that decision alone. For example, I am running my restaurant. Listen to me. I am running my restaurant. I am getting a party order. I have to give a selling price to them, or I have to give a price to them. In that case, I will use a concept called as relevant cost. What I will do, because of that party, I will not hire any new labor and all. Whatever labor I have, I will take there and go. In that case, because of that event, whatever cost I am incurring, that alone I will take. So the important word in this is relevant cost chapter is what?
Relevant for that decision.
Because of this. That word is very important. You will see this in relevant costing chapter. In relevant costing chapter, we will write that word. That's a mantra for relevant costing chapter. Because of this event, because of this project, whatever cost we are incurring, that alone we will take. Understood or not? That is what you will see in relevant cost.
Full cost in the sense it can be either variable cost plus profit or fixed cost plus profit or together.
No. The two in second method, second part, there are two. Either variable marginal cost plus profit, that is one, or full cost plus profit, that is one. Full cost means variable cost plus fixed cost.
They will include both.
Both. Fixed cost means full cost means they'll include both. Marginal cost means they'll include only marginal cost.
Yes.
First type of method is actual or standard. actual plus profit, standard plus profit. Second is marginal or full cost. Marginal plus profit, full cost plus profit. Third is relevant. Relevant plus profit. Understood? These are three methods. This is cost plus pricing method. Now we have to see very, very important concept called as after this I'll give 2 minutes break. Listen to me. We have two important concepts called as markup and margin. We have two important concepts called as markup and margin. You know the difference between markup and margin?
Yes, sir.
What?
Markup is on cost, margin is on sales.
Correct. Mark up. From this you are upping. A cost plus is markup. So markup is on cost. Margin. What is the profit margin? You will calculate on sales. Suppose in the question your selling price is 100 rupees. So cost is 100 rupees. Markup is 20%. What is the selling price? 100 plus 20%. 100 plus 20 rupees. 120 rupees is your selling price. Suppose your selling price is 100. Margin is 20%. What is your cost? 80. So margin should be calculated on selling price. If selling price and margin is given, directly multiply. If cost and markup is given, directly multiply. Find out the selling price and cost eventually. But if cost is 100 rupees, margin is 20%. In this case, what you will do? 100 rupees, margin is 20%. What you will do?
20 on cost, but 80% just 25. Margin is 20, sir.
Cost is given means what should be given? Markup should be given, but margin is given. What do we do?
20% they have.
Hmm.
Margin is 100. 80 plus 20%. So on margin it's 20%, on markup it's 25%.
How?
1 by 4, 1 by 5.
I'll tell you how to find it. When we are going from margin to markup. Now we want markup or margin?
Markup.
Markup. We have margin. What is margin?
Margin is 20.
20 by 100.
20 by 100.
20 by 100. From margin to markup when we are going, subtract. From higher to low you are going, subtract. What you should subtract, where you should subtract, I will tell you. Markup to margin you are going, add. Tell. Margin.
To markup,
Subtract.
Markup to margin, add.
What do we do in order to not forget this?
Only towards the
Calculation is easy. I'm thinking about what do I tell you to not forget which to subtract, which to add. An exam is not going to confuse that. Okay, we start from sales and reduce cost to know normally.
Yes, sir.
We start from sales and reduce cost to know. So from margin to markup na subtract. Markup to margin na add, ulta. Remember this, from sales to cost we go, we minus. So from margin to markup we go, we have to minus. So what do we have to minus, sir? Now we are going from margin to markup, no.
Yes, sir.
Margin is what?
Say
20%. 20 by 100.
yes, sir.
Markup is 20 divided by 100 minus 20.
Okay, sir.
That is 20 divided by 100 minus 20. That is 20 divided by 80. That will be your markup.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose if markup is given in the question, markup is 20 by 80. Find margin na? Add 20 divided by 80 plus 20. From what is there only you should add. Understood? From what is there below, from that only you should add.
Yes, sir.
So, you said no. From here 20% means that 25%.
Yes.
Now see, 20 by 100 is 20%. 20 by 80 is 25%.
Yes, sir.
But don't get confused with that.
Yes, sir.
This is what we have to know. From margin to markup we have to go, we have to subtract from the denominator. From markup to margin you have to go, you have to
Same markup to margin, we have to add.
ulta of that, add.
20 divided by 80 that we get.
Here we have 80 only now. Here currently what is the markup? Ah,
Markup to margin, what is the
same add. Whatever is that. Ah.
But what is the percentage of
Now what is the percent? Now what is the markup here?
25%?
25%. Anything you can take. 25%.
Yes, sir.
25 divided by 100 plus 25.
Okay.
Or 20 divided by 80 we found out there is new markup. 20 by 80 plus 20. Then anything you do same money you will get.
80, sir.
The denominator we subtracted no.
Oh,
In this case I am telling.
okay.
In this case I am telling.
The margin.
Don't get confused. Not in add subtract all that. From whatever is given in the question, add subtract. You tell me. Margin is 30%. Find the markup.
Margin is
30%. Find the markup.
0.42.
Tell the fraction terms.
30 divided by 100 minus 30.
30 divided by 70.
30 divided.
Margin to markup subtract no.
Yes, sir.
Margin is 30 by 100. 30 by 100 minus 30. 30 by 70.
Yes, sir.
Markup is 20%. Markup is 20%. Find the margin.
20 divided by 120.
20 divided by 120. 100 plus 20. Add it. Add it.
Yes, sir. Denominator?
Denominator is add or subtract. You have to know.
Yes, sir.
So margin to markup you will
Subtract.
subtract. Markup to margin you will add. All understood. Now everything will be a cakewalk to us. You see one question we will do, you will understand. Okay, come to that example now. Don't see the question, don't see the answer, don't see the answer. Come to that example. Example of cost plus pricing question below. Come to that example. I will give you an example. Leave that example. I will give you a question. Markup is 20%. What is my selling price?
Markup is
20%. What is my selling price in the question?
here.
Example of cost plus pricing. Example of cost plus pricing. One question is there. No. Leave step 2. See only step 1. See step 1 and tell me markup is 20%. What is my selling price?
120.
Markup is 20%. 120. I think 20%. Cost we need markup or margin. First we have to determine that. What is given to us?
Cost.
Cost is given to us. For cost what do we need?
Markup.
Markup. We can directly take sir. Cost is given to us 100. We need markup. We can directly take 100 plus
Yes, sir.
20% is 120. Selling price 120. 120% 20 rupees. So profit is 20 rupees. Cost is 100 rupees. 100 plus 20, 120 rupees is my selling price.
Yes, sir.
Margin is 20%. Same question. Margin is 20%. What is the selling price? Margin is 20%. Same question. Margin is 20%.
We have to minus.
First, find the markup. What do we need? We have cost. We have to find markup. Margin to margin markup. What we will do? Minus. What you will get the fraction as? 20 by 80. That will be your markup. That will be your markup. So 100 is a cost, which is given in the question, plus 100 into 20 by 80. 120 by 80 is how much? 25. 100 plus 25 is 125. That fraction is what we find. First, we have to find out the fraction. If cost and markup is given, directly take. No confusion. Sales and margin is given, directly take. Ulta is given, find the other way around and then find out that. Understood all of you? This is how cost plus margin, cost plus markup should be done. We will take a 2 minutes break. Okay, now we have tested understanding question number 5. This is based on chapter number 4. Once we do chapter number 4, we'll come back to this question. Very easy question. Very easy, but now it's unnecessary because we have to know a lot of words here. We will do chapter number 4 and then we will come back to this question. So we'll leave this on hold for now. Come below. What are the 3 types of pricing policy, Isa? First, demand based, cost plus, and marketers approach. That was called as marketer's approach. Very easy. Under that, we have customer-based pricing and competition-based pricing. Customer-based pricing, 3 words you have to remember. Reflects customers' perceptions. What you have to remember under customer-based pricing? Reflects customers' perception. I'll tell you what it means. We will take teaching. I'm going to an academy, they're asking me how much you want. I have to give a price to them. I'm saying for this batch I want 2 lakhs. I'm asking them. I'm going to Mumbai. They're asking how much you want. How much are you willing to work for us? I'm saying 4 lakhs. I'm going to Dubai to teach ACCA. I'm saying 5 lakhs. I'm going to UK. There I'm asking 8 lakhs. What is changing in all these places? Is my service changing in any of these places? Anywhere I'm going, what I'm teaching is only ACCA. What is changing in all these places? Customer. Who is the customer here? That academy is the customer. I'm going to work in an academy. That academy is the customer. I am providing service to that academy. Based on customer's perception, the pricing will change. Here he'll perceive only for this value. Mumbai, he'll see it in different value. If I go to UK, they'll see me in different value. They say you're not bad. It's just you're in a place which values it in a bad place. You're in a position you might think that you're in a really bad position. But you go someone more down or no, they will think what you've done is an achievement. According to you, you think you're not, according to your house, they think you've not done anything. You've done SEMA, you just completed 2 papers. That's what they'll think. But you go somewhere else, they'll be, oh, college from Stella Maris, you passed out from Stella Maris, BCom from Stella Maris. Wow. That's what they'll think. For you, it became normal because you joined that college, you don't value that college. Once you complete that college, you are saying, no, you don't have value for college. But people who want to join the college, it's a dream to join the college. 98% they are getting the college. So it's different customers' perception. Same way. I'm selling one burger, or I'm selling juice or water bottle. Same water bottle, same water. If I go sell it in a place where there's much water available, the price will go for less price. But if you go sell it in a desert, it will go for more price. People will be more thirsty. If I go top of a hill, some trekking star, I'm going top of a hill, I'm selling that for more price. Maggie, if you see, same 12 rupees Maggie. Here it's not about the premium category. Same Maggie here, 10 to 20 rupees. You go to some Ooty, 30 rupees. You go to a hill station, 50 rupees. You go to hill station, it's more remote, 100 rupees. Same Maggie, same shop, same everything. Customer's perception is varying in different places. That is what is customer-based pricing. Based on what the customer values are, I will price the products accordingly. Understood, all of you? Second is competition-based pricing. This all of you know, competition-based pricing. This is what generally majority of them will follow. I will go, if I'm starting a shop now, I will see based on my shop's location, based on my shop's interiors, based on my shop's quality, I will try to see similar shop. I can't go tell I kept a shop in Alwarpet. This 5-star road is also in Alwarpet. He is kept at 500 rupees. I'll also keep it 500 rupees. Not like that. I'm in Alwarpet. I have to find a shop which is also in Alwarpet, which provides the same quality of products, similar interiors. I can take their price and put it as my price. That is called as competition-based pricing. Understood, all of you? Yes or no? Come to the below example, test understanding number 6. Out of the 3 approaches discussed above, which is least likely to maximize profit? Don't answer in a rush. Don't answer in a rush. Take your time and then answer. Out of these 3 approaches, which is least likely to maximize profit?
What product will you price?
No, out of the three approaches pricing discussed above, the question is there or not? So I book
What product will you price in market? As also understand by Ali. Please wait.
4
Five hands.
5. Take your time and answer. Think. Anything might be correct. There's no specific answer to it. Anything might be correct, but you tell your perspective. In exam, they ask what will you write? Which is least likely to maximize profit? Competition. Reason?
Comparatively, you have know the customers. So,
Comparatively?
know the customers' value so you can get maximum profit.
Least likely. We'll get less profit, they're asking. Because they think we'll get the least profit. Why?
Based on the customer's perception, right? You don't know all the customers.
Because why is that? How is that linked to maximizing minimizing profits? How we'll get minimum profit? You're saying because of customer based pricing, we'll get minimum profit.
You don't know like guarantee such customers looking for us.
So
So profit would be much less.
or more customers come. If you're looking for less, more customers come. Why?
Because we are taking the similar prices of
Customers. Okay.
competitors, but we don't know what they are doing to reduce their cost and get their profit. So if we take that similar thing, we might not know, we might incur additional cost. Like we might incur cost less, we will incur more.
Okay.
So we cannot be able to maximize profit.
So here you're saying costs will be more because of that you'll get less profits. Okay, reasonable. Okay. Well, the answer they've mentioned is customer based and competition based. In both, if you see, we'll be able to attract more customers. In customer based and competition based, if you see, we are setting the correct selling price. Competition based also, what is the correct selling price is setting. In customer based also, what is the correct selling price is setting. We'll be able to attract more customers and we'll be able to make more sales and get more profit. For cost based, if you see, we will be in our own world. We will think what our cost we are incurring is the actual cost. That's the cost. To that you'll add margin. The selling price might be more. It might be anything. Because of the less customers only will come. We know how much profit we will get. And in both the other cases, we will set appropriate selling prices. Customer based and competition based, we set appropriate selling price. How much is required, we set. So we will get regular more customers, so we will get more profits. That is what they mentioned. You can write any answer. There is no specific answer to it. That is their perspective. You can write your perspective also. Anything is right in this case. Understood? What? No, A and B and all they'll ask. No. No. Here it will be reasonable. FM and all, it's logic. Here it's your perspective based answer. They will not ask in PM. In MCQ, they will not ask. This perspective based answer. Anything might be right. This and all they will not ask in MCQ. This they'll ask in section C. They'll ask in section C.
Three options, sir.
Huh?
Three options. So if you choose two correct and one wrong, what's the mark would be?
No. That will they'll give marks.
Sir, section A.
Ah.
How do you give marks?
Oh, that marks will be allocated based on that. For section A, where you have to choose two or more options, marks will be based on how much you wrote correct.
So three options you have to choose mandatory.
Okay.
Then if one is wrong, it's there.
Not really. For how much you've done, they'll give allocate marks accordingly.
No, but the test which we mock test, it's
Ah.
not like that.
No, they will allocate marks. Only for one MCQ. Two types of MCQs will be there. Round MCQ, box MCQ.
Yes, sir.
Round MCQ gone is gone. Box MCQ, they'll allocate marks based on what you wrote.
So the round MCQ is choosing only one.
One.
Box only.
Choosing multiple options. FM is not, don't even tell. FM is the most easiest paper.
Sir, I don't think.
Amma tell all nonsense. FM is the most easiest paper. Oh, nothing is there. Theory is difficult in all ACCA papers for that matter, not only FM.
Mostly ask theory only, sir.
FM is majority theory, not this time. As I told last, all they told us, FM majority paper theory only. As you can't anything. PM you will know. FM analysis nothing. PM you will know. You will know. October, November 1st will later test you will know. How much you will know. Okay, yeah. Now we are going to see different pricing strategies available to a business. Believe me, PM and all, with some hard work, we can get 90 also. There's a paper where you can score, and if you score on this paper, your profile will be boosted. PM is a paper where you can boost your profile. So not everyone gets 90 in this paper, but actually getting 90 in this paper with a smart way is very easy. Getting 90 in this paper in a smart way is very easy. No one does that. We will use that method. We will aim for 90. It is possible. Actually possible. PM 90 is actually possible because the students I've taken in PM subjects specifically, minimum 70 they will get. Minimum 70 they will get. All these ones they've lost marks in section C theory. That also figure out a way. We catch that alone, we can try to score 90 in this paper. It is actually possible. First, it will be manageable. This will be good. PM will be good. PM, as you know the logic, but now you know what is gradient, what is independent variable, what is dependent variable, why we are doing that, why we are doing this. This and all you know. This you will know. This you tried or not? FM is difficult. This you found or not? This you tried or not? How was MCQ in this? Did you work on questions study text or not? Study hub. Last question I told you to start now. Yesterday wa? Yesterday what did you do? Today you go and do. Today you go and do questions from study hub. Go to study hub. Do questions from pricing and CVP. Go to study hub. Do questions from pricing and CVP. Take some time. Don't give up very easily. Try to score 5 out of 5. 5 MCQs will be there. Try to chapter. More will be there before, but 5 will be there in marking. Take some time, analyze and write. And this 2 or more options might be right. If you do one wrong, also the right option will be there. Don't do wrong. Take your time and write. Think and write. Understood? Okay, now we'll proceed. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very easy. You're going to see different pricing strategies. What we earlier saw is broad approach to pricing. Now we are going to see that will also be included here also. What we saw that will be included here also. Now we are going to see different pricing strategies. First is cost plus. I hope all of you know what cost plus is. What are the 3 under cost plus? 3 broad aspects under cost plus. Actual or standard cost, marginal or full cost, relevant cost. Second, we have something called as market skimming approach. What do you mean by market skimming approach? Market skimming approach. We have market skimming, we have market penetration. Both are 2 different. No. Market skimming, okay, customer based, but what is market skimming and market penetration? Don't see. You have to think. Now the problem is thinking capacity has been gone these days. Tell me. Correct. Market skimming and market penetration are 2 different approaches. What do you mean by market penetration? Penetrating into the market. You have to go deep into the market as possible. That means we have to catch the entire market. Market penetration is I am going to catch this market. I am going to penetrate into the market as far as possible. I am going to catch this market. That is what is meant by market penetration. How will you catch the market? At ultimate low price. Either at variable cost plus profit, or at sometimes even giving at less than cost also. That is market penetration. Can you give me some example of recent market penetration you saw? Geo. That one example you can run. less than cost they gave in order to penetrate the market. That easily someone can't come and catch the market. If you see Jio, now they're equal to Airtel or more than Airtel also for the matter. That easily someone new and all cannot come and catch that much market. For example, it's like currently what are the two big phone manufacturers? Two big phone manufacturers. Phone. iPhone, Samsung. Two big phone brands, iPhone, Samsung. Think about this. So suddenly someone comes today, gives something extraordinary, and it's coming equal to iPhone. Very difficult. But if you want to do that, you can do only through market penetration. Or else no way you can touch them. It's a different approach. For Jio, they saw a very long term. They want to become very long term. So initially 3 years, 4 years, they're ready to face extreme losses. Market penetration. Market skimming means all these high value products, they will initially keep at very high price, and customers will be ready to buy them also. Why they give very high prices? Because they would have spent, first is quality, second it would have been a new product which no one would have ever saw. A very innovative new product. If you see, earlier phones and all were very expensive, now phones became cheaper. The reason is, earlier it was a new product, now it is a very normal product. Earlier one Bluetooth earphone used to cost very huge amount, now Bluetooth earphones you are able to get for 100, 120 rupees. What is the reason? Now it's an old product. So an innovative product which they get into the market, they can use market skimming approach. iPhone, when they initially came, they would have put a video. If you go and see, there's a video on YouTube, very beautiful video, 15-minute video. You should all go watch. Very nice video. You should go watch once. It's like going back to the past. That is where I actually lived. That time I was born 98. That is where I was. But it will be as if you went 40, 50 years behind. He'll be explaining. A small phone. Look, in this phone you can use a stylus and go above. Stylus also is not required. You can use your phone and touch the screen. Like that he'll be explaining. But now it looks very normal. Laptop is touch screen, TV is touch screen, everything is touch screen. And at that time it was a very new product. So he used market scheming approach. Two reasons. First is a highly innovative product. Second reason is they would have spent huge amount on research and development. Research and people, they will pay close to $5 lakh to $1 million minimum. In abroad, in US, to do research, their salaries will range from close to $5 lakh to $1 million. $1 million is close to 8.5 crores per annum. 8.5 crores per annum, they will pay salary easily. The reason is, now because of them paying 8.5 crores at that point, look at how much they are able to sell now. They will usually spend huge amount on research and development. To recover that fixed research and development cost, they will keep it very, very high prices. And after some time, when eventually product becomes normal, they will reduce the price. Penetration ulta. Initially give it very low, they will catch the market, and after some time, they will start increasing the prices. That is the difference between market scaling and penetration pricing approach. So fourth is complementary product pricing. What do you mean by complementary product? Not that complementary. It complements other product. Correct. One product complements other product. For example, printer, HP printer is there. For HP printer, you can use an HP cartridge and HP ink. They would have set the printers in such a way that if you want to use HP printer, you should buy only HP ink. HP printers will give you 3,000 rupees. What customers will do? They'll buy for 3,000 rupees and come. It's very cheap, sir. Other printers are 10,000 rupees. HP will 5, they'll get income. After 1 month, they'll realize, for that they'll use some ink now. That you have to buy from HP. That they'll make it expensive. Now we have no other option. You spend 3,000 rupees on this. You have to get that HP printer. You have no other option with you. Complementary product pricing. One product will be expensive, one product will be cheaper.
We have other names for this, sir. Because we have other names for this complementary product pricing.
You might have. I'm not sure.
Because we studied
School, I would have studied. In school business studies, you would have studied.
PG.
Yeah, PG you would have studied. UG also you would have studied. Everything you would have studied. It's not very normal, very basic. Sometimes what happens is PS5 and all, if you buy now, PS5 will be expensive, but the games which you buy from online will be cheaper for PS5. Sometimes the console will be very cheaper, but the games will be very expensive. Based on one product, one product complements the other product. Understood? That is complementary product pricing. Fifth is product line pricing. What do you mean by product line pricing? What do you mean by product line? Don't see anything other than this. You have to think. That's 5 gives. Don't see anything other than this page. What is product line pricing? Product line, what do you mean by that?
Similar prices. Like, yes, so that
No, not that product line.
like mobiles means mobiles.
Mobiles?
Like mobiles means mobiles, appliances.
No, no, not that. Think. Product line. Additional features. For example. Clues additional features.
Like same model itself we have.
Huh?
Same storage space. Phone storage.
Storage space.
Basic model.
Correct. Something like that. Basic plus this same product. Just keep adding to it and price will be based on that. That is product line pricing. So going to a car wash. Basic car wash 899. Car wash plus this 999. This plus this plus this 199. This plus this plus this is product line pricing is the most beautiful pricing strategy you can ever see. For first, what they will do outside, if you see, they will put car wash starts from 599. Someone who doesn't have, who has limited money, what they will see 599, they'll go for car wash. Once you go inside, they'll brainwash you. So basic is 599. Before going, you will think that you will not spend. Before going, you will think that you will spend only this much. But once you go inside, you will start spending more amount. And once you go inside, sorry, if you add this to your product, no. This is 599. Or just add this to your product, you will get for just 200 rupees extra, you will get this. Extra 150 extra if you put, you will get this. So 200 and 150 from your eyes will not look more. But the overall cost, if you see, it's coming up to 1000 rupees. It is outside your budget. So someone who was not ready to spend 1000 rupees, they made them spend 1000 rupees. That's what is product line pricing. Beautiful pricing strategy. Small increase they will do. If you go to, what is it called? I have a nice example in mind, I forgot. Hmm? No, that will not torture you at all. Somebody, huh?
Car models. Like salons also they do that.
Salons also they do that. Food shops also they do that. Once you go, well, you going, you will think, well, you will get this much. You just add this in there. Hair wash is just 30 rupees, sir. Just 40 rupees, sir. Use one extra, you get offer, 5 rupees offer. I don't want that offer, only you can come. That is product line rate. Understood? Same product, just keep adding things to it and they'll price it accordingly. But you have to price it. That pricing you can't normally do. You have to think and do. Very, very important pricing. Okay. Next is volume discount pricing. What do you mean by volume discount? All of you know. Bulk orders, you get volume. But discount. If you do bulk orders, you'll get discount. But here it is not that. Here you have two types of volume discount. You go to a shop, shopkeeper is selling, sir, you buy 1000 or more units, I will give you 10 rupees offer. That is volume discount. Normally, if you go by 100 rupees, but if you have more than 1000 units, now every unit will be priced at 90 rupees. This is one type. So one more type called as cumulative volume discount. What that means is, I am going to tell him, sir, 1000 units I will get for the entire month. But now I don't want 1000 units. Now if I go and keep, I don't have space in my warehouse. I will take 100 now. 2 days later 100. But eventually at the end of the month I will take 1000 rupees, 1000 units. And that's what he'll say. Okay, sir. After it crosses 1000 units, I'll start giving you a discount. Or cumulatively, if it crosses 1000 rupees, 1000 units, I will give you a discount. This is called as cumulative volume discount. This also they'll accept. And he knows he's a regular customer. He'll not get 1000 units today. But eventually, every day he'll come and he'll get 1000 units. That's called as cumulative volume discount. Under volume discount, you have volume discount and cumulative volume discount. Understood all of you? Next is price discrimination. Price discrimination, same product, they keep in two different places. I told you earlier, Sano, two different places, two different pricing. Inside mall one pricing will be there, outside mall one pricing will be there, hill station one pricing will be there, here one pricing will be there. In one place, one price will be there. That's called pricing discrimination. That we will see in detail. Others and all what I said only will be here. That one we'll see in detail. We'll do the price discrimination. Why we'll do it in detail is we have 5 conditions we have to satisfy in order to do price discrimination. To do price discrimination, some kind of power we have to have. I'll tell you what it means. First, we will take for price discrimination, we will take iPhone. We'll keep iPhone. iPhone is expensive in India, cheap in India. Expensive. That's because of government taxes, but we will assume manufacturers are only, iPhone manufacturers are only keeping the price expensive in India. 5 conditions you have to satisfy. You have to remember all the 5 conditions. You will remember. First condition, not really it needs to be satisfied. It's not mandatory for the 5 conditions to be satisfied, but it mostly price discrimination can happen only if it is satisfied. First is, it should have some monopoly over the product. iPhone, if you see, I am a customer. I am seeing Dubai is selling for 50,000 rupees. Here is selling for 70,000 rupees. As a customer, what you will think? Hey, waste that product is worth 50,000 rupees. Why do you have to get for 70,000 rupees? You will think no. But iPhone is a different product. It's not a monopoly. But all Android phones are similar. But iPhone alone is looking different or feels different to use. In that case, we can assume it to be monopoly. Because he has that power, he is able to discriminate the price. If not, think about this. OnePlus phone is there. Or Vivo phone is there. In Dubai, it's 50,000. Here it is 90,000 rupees. Will you buy? Vivo. Instead of Vivo, we can go buy Oppo. Why unnecessarily fall for the price tab? Actual worth is only 50,000. He's selling for 90,000. Why do you buy 90,000? We'll go to Oppo. So that iPhone is able to do that because he has some monopoly power. First, seller must have some degree of monopoly. They are not saying you have to be a monopoly. Some degree of monopoly power. What are the first conditions for price discrimination satisfied? Some degree of monopoly power. Second, customers can be segregated in different markets. Second is, customers can be segregated in different markets. We can segregate, no. Here customers are different, there customers are different. Customers can be segregated into different markets. Third, it should be a point where customers cannot buy there and sell here. It should be a point where customers cannot buy there and sell here. If that is the case, means what will happen? iPhone they are selling there for 90,000 rupees. Here there 50,000, here 90,000. The customer is able to buy from Dubai and sell it here. What will happen? No one buy for 90,000 rupees. Someone will go buy 50,000, sell for 60,000. Eventually price will reduce. You can't do price discrimination.
But that is happening.
That is happening, but you can't trust it. First, you can't trust it. Second, it is all illegal. Airbus will check. You can't get boxed phone. You can get only one phone for yourself. More than one phone, I have to pay customs on that. If you pay customs, usually the price will increase. So what they do, without knowing, they'll get. If you don't get caught, it's good. If they get caught, that's why they called us. What are they called us in India? Chennai. What do you call people who get from Dubai and they are gold phone and they'll come and sell here? Illegal. In Chennai, in Tamil word, we have a word for them. We call them something. People who buy gold phones and all from there and then sell it here. They go specifically for this. They take a flight specifically to all these places just for this purpose. They call us Kurvi. You not heard this term? Kurvi. Those people are called as Kurvi. What they do, they go, they get products at cheaper price, they come sell it here. If you go to Parma Bazaar and all, they'll sell phones at cheaper price. What is the reason? They'll get from there and they'll sell it here, which you are not technically supposed to do. Or some case it might be legal also. But if you go, your purpose is to go and get and sell it here, you're called as Kurvi. They'll go buy and sell it here. They're called as Kurvi. Okay. So customers should not be able to do that. Here they can't do that. If they do that, import tax will be charged. What is the first point? They should have some degree of monopoly power. Second point, customers can be segregated in different markets. Third point, cannot buy lower price in one market, sell in another market. If they do that, eventually price will become equal. Fourth is, This will technically be effective only for services. Now products, if you see at the end of the day, this is not satisfied. Eventually prices will become same based on the market. iPhone price difference is there because of what? Because of sellers price increase or because of government taxes are in India. Government taxes. Seller can't eventually do that. It will eventually come to same price. But this will be effective only for service. I told you no. If I'm teaching here, I can charge 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. If I'm going there, I can charge 4 lakhs. Somewhere else 6 lakhs. It depends on different same service markets. So this apply only for services. I'm providing a service. I'm providing a service. Price discrimination will mostly work only for service. Understood? Mainly for services, not for. I'm not saying it's no for goods. For goods are satisfied, but it will be effective, more effective for services. Price discrimination will make work more effective services. Maggie, here 10 rupees. Hill station 50 rupees. You are selling Maggie packet for 50 rupees or Maggie for 50 rupees. The cooked Maggie, that is a service. Restaurant business is a service. What is the GST and restaurant? 5%. Because it's a service. Restaurant is a service. Restaurant, they make fried rice and give it, you know that fried rice is not a good. Fried rice is a service. Understood? So you're saying this will be effective only for services. Price discrimination will be effective only for services. And last point, I will come the elasticity of demand and then I will come to this point.
But how is some degree of monopoly power comes in service?
Railway service. Some degree of monopoly, not exactly monopoly. For example, I am the only one who is taking ACCA in entire India. I am the only one who is taking ACCA class in entire India. North India, I can go charge whatever I want. South India, I can charge whatever I want. Hill station, I can charge whatever I want. Only if I have monopoly, I can do that. If not, what will happen? If there are many sellers, there are tutors. Here also there are tutors. Here I am selling for 1 lakh. There if you go and sell for 5 lakhs, they will like, why you have to go to? I can go to this person only. They will go to the other person. So you can do discrimination only if there is some monopoly degree. Understood? Last point, we will come after building the price elasticity of demand which we left earlier. We will come to this and then we will come to this. Now that if I teach, I get confused. That is Q by P. What we saw earlier is P by Q. That will be Q by P. I don't want to get confused. That is, I will come to that later. Very easy concept. Understood the 4 conditions are. What are the 4 conditions of price discrimination? Monopoly power should be there. Agreement is segregated into different markets. Cannot buy in one market and sell high in other market. Last point. Only effective only for services. What? Don't write only. Effective mainly for services. This is what you should have to know. With this, we are done with this chapter. That small concept. You go revise this entire chapter and come do study text questions. Then price elasticity of demand. We will complete in 5 minutes in the next class. Once we complete that, we will do this. Tomorrow we will do actually a full day class. We will try to complete relevant costing. We will try to complete risk and uncertainty. What is pending? We will start with specialist cost management techniques tomorrow. Huge day tomorrow. Today, don't do anything. Just go home. Revise entirely thoroughly this chapter. Once you revise, go through the study text, study hub questions. Try to work it out. Try to work it out. First, do questions from exam kit. Do questions from exam kit. Try to do questions from exam kit. See and do also no problem. Remember that. And then go to study hub. Try to give your 100% in that. Try to score 5 out of 5. Understood? Do that thoroughly. Today should be a very effective day for this chapter and CV analysis. These two chapters do thoroughly. Revise risk and uncertainty again thoroughly and come. Try to do questions from that also. Tomorrow we will complete risk and uncertainty. Tomorrow we will complete this chapter in 5 minutes. And then tomorrow we will complete relevant costing in maximum 2 hours. Then we will start the 4th chapter. Understood? And tomorrow we will do questions from exam kit also from decision making techniques. We will be done with decision making techniques tomorrow. We will do questions from exam kit questions tomorrow. And we will try to have some tests tomorrow before proceeding to the 4th chapter.